came outside. I decided not to do, okay, so this is probably gonna be a, no, this will be a totally different video. So let me do my little introduction. Welcome to a beautiful jungle. My name is Sharon. Some bone meal. I meant to bring out some, the, plant toner, but I did not. I left it. And I have 10-10-10 and blood meal and bone meal. I think that would be enough. I think this is going the way it's like. Ooh, and look at the worms down there. That's awesome. The way it's like going out like this, sending out the anchors. That is corn. That was, well, that was corn. They didn't get a chance to do anything. So I'm just gonna pull up all of this stuff here, which will probably die off anyway. But seeing as how I'm here, let's just get it done. And there's so many worms in this bed. Like, they're so jumpy too. God, they're so freaking wiggly. Oh my gosh. But this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see in your bed. This is what you want to see. Amen. That is it right there. Yes. So, oh God. I just did a walk by my peanuts. Thank God it's fall and it's not hot. I probably would have passed out by now. I just did a walk by my peanuts and the squirrels are enjoying them. They are ready to come out. So I have my basket and I will harvest peanuts today as well because they're cracking them open. I'll show you in a minute. All right, so whew, the soil on here is pretty depleted. So I am going to put some compost in here. I think I've been overthinking gardening just a little bit too much because I am a beginner gardener. So like I feel like I should do this, I should do that, I should do this, and this is what I need. And then I look at those who've been doing it for a while, like Hands in the Dirt, Broke Farmer, the OCDist chick, the everyday life of the OCDist chick. And I'm like, I'm like doing too much. Like, calm down. Calm down. Let's get to planting, the good part. So, okay, where do we start? Okay, come on. Let's go. So, I've got some pretty bad looking leaves on these things. But oh my gosh, you see how bad this is? I had them in way too long. So now the roots are all constricted in here. Now I have to open this up. And I want to, like I did the seedlings. Look at this. I had it in there way too long. Something just ran across the ground. I had it in too long. You see that, right? Yeah. So what I want to do, like I did with the seedlings, I am going to bury it high. I'm going to try to bury it as high as possible. I mean, it's not like tomatoes where you can plant them like this. But I am going to try to bury them as high as possible, as low, as deep as possible. And I mean, I guess we don't need the blood meal. We don't, because, oh, look at that worm down there. It's like, why not? Alright? Let me get some bone meal too, just a little bit. Because, I mean, we're putting the 10-10-10 in there. And Sharon has been neglectful. So, yeah. You're just going to mix that up. And I'm going to pop this in here. Push down a little bit. And get this right up on it. Try to get it as straight as possible. So that's done. That was, that's cabbage. I'm trying to do everything in uniform. So I waited a little bit too long, you see? And it says Delcata. This is the early Jersey. Yeah, I waited way too long to get them done. So, you see the roots? Those ones were really bad. Anyway, these are bad too. So, I'm going to open those roots up, bury this as far as I possibly can. So with each, I was thinking about just broadcasting the fertilizer, but instead I decided to just dig the hole and put the fertilizer in the hole that I'm putting the plants in. And also what I'm doing is giving them as much room as possible because these plants, from experience from a spring garden, they are very big. I didn't realize they grow that big, but they do. And I'm trying to give them as much room as possible to grow so I can get the best product, the best food as big as possible as I can get. So in this bed, I believe it was 15 plants I put in here. In the spring, there were like 25, if not 30 plants in that little 8x4 bed. Well, it's not little, but it was little for 25 to 30 plants. So I'm trying to learn from my mistakes and give them as much room as possible. So hopefully that works out. And not forgetting my labels. And I found some more worms. They were busy. My labels right, but this plant right here, it was two-sided. It had it had Long Island Brussels sprouts, the same thing. Long Island Brussels sprout on one side, and it had Golden Acre cabbage on the other side. So surprise! We will see. And this one here, I had bought. You can see in the middle, right there. Can you see that? Yeah, that tray. I bought a 6 when I went to pick up the compost. I bought a 6 tray um, red cabbage because I did not start any red cabbage. So just want you to see I got a 4x8 done and I got 7 in this 4x4. So we have all of our cabbage and yeah, not and cabbage and a possible Brussels sprouts and 1 red cabbage. So I need to get this other 7 red cabbage planted, but that's not going to happen today because the rain is coming. So I did water them some smelling fish because I I fed them a little bit of water, a little bit of fish fertilizer. So that's done. Well, thank God that's done. So now we just have left our Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and broccoli to plant out. I am not planting any snow peas because I think I'm way past the time for snow peas right now. I'm not planting any snow peas. But come spring, God willing, I will put out snow peas. I will put out some peas plant. So I don't know if you guys can see all of these peanuts that they have munched on. It's all spread out all over here. That's probably who I saw running. So I need to get some of these peppers off of here. Look at the peppers. They're still giving. Do you see that? Can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, let's just pull these up. Those are peanuts. And it's looking like my ginger. It's time for the ginger to come up also. So these peanuts were purchased uh, last year. They were purchased last year. And I had them in the house. I grew peanuts that I purchased last year. Look at that. Look at it. Still on it. Still on there, and they're eating it. It wasn't ready. Some of them were ready, but all of them weren't ready. But the ones that were ready, they went in. They went in. Anywho. So I purchased peanuts last year. I grew peanuts. And I never took them out of the shell because I was just didn't know what to do with them. I was going to take them to my sister-in-law because she eats raw peanuts. She's the only one I know that eats raw peanuts, minus my father. Um, but I didn't do that either, so I just regrew them. And I regrew the ones that I didn't grow. So it was a whole big package of peanuts. These are still green. And usually I get them when they're all died down, when it's all dead. Sometimes they hide in there. You need to look carefully. So look at those peanuts. Yes, we have peanuts 2023. So um, I have 4 containers of peanuts. These are containers that the cement mixing containers. So it's too large and too small sizes. So this these two did better than the first two that I harvest from because of the squirrels and the deers and my lack of watering affected this. So peanuts really don't need that much. They need water though. So when I started these pots, I did compost in there. I did blood meal and I did bone meal. Very basic. And then I would water them, and then I watered them with fish fertilizer when I first started it. And I think I gave it like I no I did I fed it twice with Captain Jack's 20 water soluble fertilizer, and that's about it. That's all I did. So I just took the plants, the green from the plants, and just after I harvest the peanuts, and I just put them back on top. Grown in container. Ginger's grown in container. I've had someone say to me, and this ginger is store-bought ginger, that organic store-bought ginger. Was at a patient's home, and his daughter-in-law had this huge container of ginger, and I asked her where she got it from, and she told me she got it from Sam's. So I then went and purchased some, and I used some, and some that was big, so some was left over, and it started growing. So I stuck it in some dirt, and that's what you're looking at. That's the ginger you're looking at now. So I'm going to dehydrate this ginger and powder it. So, peanuts grown in pots, ginger grown in pots. I was speaking to someone, and it was like, oh, I don't have a big plot of land, so or I don't have a backyard. I can't plant anything. I don't. It's unfortunate I can't plant anything. I don't know exactly how the conversation started, and I just said that's not true because when Corey and I first got married, our first apartment was in a private house, and it had a little terrace in the back, and I grew tomato, pepper, callaloo on that terrace. You can grow these things in pots. There's even fruit trees that can be grown in um, containers that's container friendly. There are plants that are container friendly. So you don't need a big backyard. You don't need acres to grow food. You just need soil. You just need dirt to grow food. And just grow the amount that you are able to grow. It doesn't have to be a massive amount. If you want herbs, get one of those green stocks. I'm not sponsored. Get one of those green stocks. Um, or you can get the Dollar Tree one because I have those. That you're looking at one of the Dollar Tree planters that I have, and grow lettuce in there. Grow the little midget tomatoes in there. Grow your herbs in there. It can happen. You can do this. So if anyone is feeling like, I just want to encourage the people who are feeling like, oh, I can't grow anything right now. I can't because I don't have this property. I'm waiting to have property. You don't need to wait. You can just, if you have the urge to do it, go ahead and do it where you are. I've seen YouTube videos of people are growing ginger in their home. Anyway, so I say all that to say I did my harvest. I planted out my brassicas. Guys, have a blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. We still have more brassicas to plant out for the fall, and we still have more preserving to do as well. So you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for stopping by. Bye bye.